Welcome to the part 10 of this video series. Please subscribe to my channel. We are looking at real exam questions. For questions 1 to 49, please refer to parts 1 to 9 of this series. Please focus on the concepts. There is a full-blown playlist on AZ900. Those questions are still relevant. Mix that with this new video series to successfully pass the exam. We are heavily focused on helping you clear cloud certifications. Let's look at question 50. There are 3 questions. The first one is saying a subscription can have multiple account administrators. So if you see this documentation, you can have multiple administrators. For example, billing administrator, and you can also assign a user as an administrator. But there can be only one account administrator. That is the thumb rule. So the answer for first one is no. So the second one is saying is subscription can be managed by using Microsoft account only. The answer is yes. You need to have an account first, and the subscription is tied to that account. The third one says a resource group can contain multiple subscriptions. See the black box, this is the subscription. The blue box is the resource group. So resource group is child, subscription is parent. Child cannot give birth to parents. Hence the answer here is no. So this is the final answer. Let's look at 51. So for this question, they're asking what is an Azure region. This white slide is a region. Blue boxes are data centers, and they are connected with each other using a network. So the first option and last option are similar, except that one is saying it's a low latency. That means these network lines are low latency, and the other one says that this is a high latency. See, low latency is for high speed. High latency means low speed. So the answer is first one. Why this second and third is not the answer? Because it says only where Microsoft has subsidiary office, Azure region can be existing there. That's not true. There can be countries where they have office but no region. And this third one says it can be found in Europe and Americas only. No, we have in other regions like Africa, the Indian continent, and so on. Let's look at 52. Again, we have 3 questions. So the first one says, suppose you have an application and you want to put a AD credential there. It has to be, the application or the computer has to be connected to AD. Otherwise, where will this credential be authenticated against? That's why the first answer is yes. The yes is the first answer. The second one says that the users in AD are organized in resource groups. See, resource group is not a AD functionality. It is only Azure functionality. Now, Azure AD or AD can exist in isolation. Resource groups are used to manage your resources. So the answer here is no. The third one says AD supports dynamic membership rules. Yes, it supports dynamic membership. What this does is dynamic group membership reduces administrative overhead of adding and removing users. So this is the answer. Let's look at 53. See, it's simple. You have VMs and you want to make the service available even if data center fails. So VM might be on a data center. Suppose blue box is the data center and white box are the VMs. So if this fails, data center fails, the blue box fails, the VM should still be available. So the answer for these will be first one and the last one, because you can either have a different AZ so that your VMs are also available there, or you can have it in a different region. Now resource group is primarily used to manage the resources. If it is in one data center, the resource group and the resources are in one data center. If it fails, it cannot replicate to other data center. Scale sets are also for one data center. Now if you have already have multiple AZs, you can create skill sets in a multi-AZ environment. But if you just have a single data center, then skill sets would not work for this problem. So for example, if this data center is there and white box is the VM, blue boxes are AZs. So if this fails, the VM is still available here or here. And suppose these are three regions. So if data center fails in this region, it will still be available in this region or this region. Please subscribe to my channel. For parts 1 to 9, please refer the previous series. So for questions 1 to 49, please refer parts 1 to 9 of this series. This brings us to the end of this part. See you in the next part.